You are watching the Gruppetto with Rob Hatch.
This week on the Gruppetto, we find out that you should never doubt Wout. There's reports of a pink bull running through a Siena square, a chat with an Ineos pair, and we're reminded that they still can't follow Vollering.
We begin at the Giro D'Italia. Where else? 6 more stages to finish the first week proper. 4 changing of hands of the Maglia Rosa, from coast to coast, over mountains and across gravel roads. It's Pedersen there, Van Aert to the line, oh my word, they're both to the line, but Pedersen celebrates.
To win the stage and go in the pink jersey, it's absolutely amazing, and especially after teamwork like this, it's really incredible that the team works that hard, and I can pay back with a win.
This plan is go out and rip this to pieces.
3 seconds quicker. What a superb ride by Josh Tarling.
Time might be allowed to leave him behind, and it does. It's close. Josh Tarling hangs on. It's going to be a huge day for Josh Tarling. The stage win disappears. It's going to be mightily close, but it's going to be heartbreak to keep pink.
I didn't think about it. I mean, I just went out there, tried to do my best. At the end was really close, super happy about it.
Vacek in the white jersey trying to lead up the man who won on the opening day. He flies off the front in the Maglia Ciclamino. Oh, that was close. Lidl Trek love it when a plan comes together.
Wow, to have 2 stage victories already and now back in the pink, that's exactly what we wanted today.
It's a Newton through the centre. Pedersen approaching on the left-hand side.
Come on, Casper. Believe in yourself here, mate.
And what a big win that is for Picnic Postanel.
Get on!
I didn't have to take any wind until a bit more than 200 to go, and I know I have a good long sprint, so I just went for it and hoped for the best.
But it's the man in pink who goes. He's looking for a hat-trick. Pidcock tries to get around. Pedersen still showing strength. Mats Pedersen there.
To win in this jersey as well, it's insane. It's way more than I ever dreamed about. So, yeah, what a Giro we have, and what a team I have around me.
Crash behind riders all over the place here. This is an absolute disaster.
It's such a slippery road.
I knew we were going to crash when I saw the rise of wax.
I'm glad they neutralised it afterwards because it was pretty chaotic.
Looks as though we will have a restart.
It is an outdoor sport, so yes, we keep on racing.
3 Ks to go, it's coming back together. There is Wout van Aert. They're really busking a gut to chase him. Look at that though from Caden Groves. He hits the front like a missile. He wins.
I'm a racer and I want to race and I want to win as much as possible. But today I wasn't able. It was painful after the crash.
Bernal goes bang. Can he do it? Can he take it home? The Colombian champion looks around. Now it's Ayuso who moves. Roglic caught out of position. Primoz Roglic showing his first bit of weakness at this Giro D'Italia. Juan Ayuso is going to be a Grand Tour stage winner. Arms in the air, and UAE with a 1-2.
It was really important today to not only get the win, but leave with a good feeling. It gives a lot of confidence for the upcoming days.
I was a bit behind, I didn't really fight much. It was a good result.
There ain't no party at this Giro like a Plappy party. He's done it. Luke Plapp is a Grand Tour stage winner, and this is a life-changing moment. The Maglia Rosa back in Italian hands. 5 sectors today, almost 30 kilometres, and we've got a Tuscan in the Maglia Rosa. How about that? Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, get ready. It's time to play the game.
This is wonderful, dirty, beautiful, dangerous. Insanity.
What a race we're watching here. Isaac del Toro launching himself into the stratosphere of professional cycling.
It's Del Toro versus Matador Van Aert.
600 metres to the top. Van Aert is hanging on. And never, ever doubt what.
It had to be here, I believe, because this place is where my road career started back in 2018. Yeah, to win this stage after a long period without delivering finally again, it feels so good.
Today was a perfect day for me and for the team, I think so. And we tried to use this for win the race, but I don't know. I don't want to be in front of them. It's just bike racing, no?
A new nation in the Malla Rosa, a Mexican. Quite remarkable, the 30th different nation. But who is Isaac del Toro? Well, at 21 years of age, despite having already achieved a lot, he's actually just the third youngest rider in the race, behind Paul Magnier and time trial winner Josh Tarling. He's from Ensenada in Baja California, a region of Mexico pretty much away from the big mountains in the rest of the country. But it was there he started going to training camps after his mum got him into cycling, just because she wanted him to be active as a kid. He then came to Europe. AR Monex's team brought him here, he raced the under-21 Worlds, and then a bit of disaster. 2022 Tour de l'Avenir, he broke his femur right on the eve of the race, but yes, he returned the year after, won the thing. A lot of people already talking about him, and he signed for UAE Emirates. This is just his second year as professional, already a stage winner at the Vuelta A Asturias in his debut year, and of course, we can't really forget that breakthrough onto the World Tour when he was at the Tour Down Under. He's in the Malla Rosa. How can he last? Well, let us know what you think. And will UAE pull for him? There's already been talk about the internal politics in that team with the likes of Ayuso, Yates and company. Your comments down below might give us an idea of what you think UAE could or should do. Can Isaac del Toro hold on? There's a bull let loose in the Giro ring.
The Basque Country played host to the three-day Itzulia Women, where despite the early hills on day one, Misha Bredevold won from a large bunch sprint. The former European champion continuing the form she showed to win the Amstel Gold Race, her third victory of the season. 24 hours later, it was clear that Bredevold was becoming something of a Basque Country specialist. After having won the opening couple of stages in 2024, she would repeat the feat this time. Again, the Este Works Pro Time star would finish first, beating Liana Lippert to the line in Igorre. The third and final stage, however, would prove to be too much. With the High Skibel, Gurutze and Menizorot's climbs to be taken on around a loop of San Sebastian, Demi Vollering was the one to again dominate on Spanish soil, just as she had done at the Vuelta the week before. Winning by almost a minute ahead of Sarah van Dam, the top rider of the moment won her third stage race of the season. She's undefeated on that front since joining FDJ Suez at the start of the year. The Men's Pro Series saw racing in Hungary this past week, with the national tour celebrating its 100th anniversary. 3 years on from the Giro start in the capital Budapest, the opening stage headed to Győr, with Dani van Poppel opening the race with a sprint victory in Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe colours. The Dutchman doubled up the day after, before XTS Astana's Harold Martin Lopez again showcased his climbing prowess. He won the summit finish and took the overall race lead. The Ecuadorian had already won the Tour of Hellas and finished second in Turkey this spring. Stage 4 brought good news for Jaco Alula, as Dylan Groenewegen claimed his first victory of the season in a tightly contested sprint. And with Juan Sebastián Molano triumphant on the final day's fast finish, Lopez rode away with the overall, helping his team continue to march to safety. The 4 Days of Dunkirk is actually a 5-day race on the north coast of France, and this year it had an Anglo-French flavour. Axel Zingler grabbing a win for his new Visma Lease bike team. That before Louis Askew won just days after having opened his professional account in the French Cup. Pierre Gautrat restored pride for the hosts by winning the third stage. But pink jersey Zingler, however, would crash out the following day as Sam Watson got the better of Carlos Canal on stage 4, taking the jersey. Fellow Briton Jake Stewart won on the final stage, and 23-year-old Watson was able to seal his first ever GC win.
Now, staying with the Ineos Grenadiers, Matt Stevens took time to check in with their engine room over in Italy.
Josh, Ben, welcome to the Gruppetto. Let's start with you, Josh. Can you describe, in a few words, your experience out on the roads of Tuscany yesterday?
Sick. No, it was good, mate. It was busy and stressful, but I think it went as smooth as it could have gone.
But Ben, tell us a little bit about the plan, because obviously you executed a very, very good plan. But can you take us back to the team bus before the race? What were you guys told? Because clearly you rode to the plan. You had a bit of luck on your side, but also you had collective strength as well.
Yeah, I think like before the Giro we had like pinned some days to really that we can take advantage of, and for sure the gravel one was really one that we circled, because Egan is phenomenal on those kind of roads, and also time is great. So we just went in with a full one-day classics mentality to try and win the stage, and obviously in doing that you'd probably take time on the GC. So that was our ambition, and then. We set up really early, rode super well as a team. It was really, really great. And then we had a massive amount of numbers coming off the first sector compared to other teams. And then we was going to try and use that on sectors 2 and 3. There was that crash which changed the race for everyone, including ourselves. For us, it was positive. And then the race was really going away. Unfortunately, Timon had a mechanical. I gave him my bike. And yeah, maybe that would have changed it if that hadn't happened, and other things could have happened. But yeah, it was a great day.
And what about from your perspective, Josh? Your road. Did you know the roads particularly? Had you had a chance to recon it? Because you've not ridden Strada before, have you? That I'm aware of. So what was your take on riding on the gravel roads, full gas, with low visibility, etc., etc.? What was it like? Was it more stressful than fun, or a bit of both?
Yeah, it was. It was my first time ever doing it, really. I enjoyed it a lot, but like I said, I wouldn't want to have been any further back on any of the descents than where we were, and I was in 4th, mate, so it was horrible. Yeah.
Right, and tell us a little bit about the performance of Brandon and Egan. I mean, if you were to look to that stage, we know Egan's performed so well, and we know Brandon is a class bike rider, but those guys emerging at the front of the race, like you say, if they'd had Timon there, it might have been a different story. I mean, they were on the front for so long, but collectively, what about the performance of your 2 Colombians? I mean, it's brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was unbelievable. I mean, we said in the meeting last night, like Brandon got the ride of the day, really. It was unbelievable what he did, how long he could be there for, and the damage he could do. And Egan was exceptional. Obviously, also was Timon, to be honest. He also had great legs. But yeah, it's just great for us. We get to ride for 2 great GC leaders, and it's all balancing out really well. So hopefully it'll continue and get better as well. So we'll see.
Josh, just apart of the TT tomorrow for you, full focus on that. Given you've already won that stage, and late congratulations for that, does it take the pressure off a little bit, or is your mental prep and physical prep exactly the same, or is having that win under your belt in this race giving you an extra little bit of confidence? How are you feeling ahead of it tomorrow?
Yeah, for sure. I think it helps. You just have a bit more of a gauge of like roughly where you're at, and kind of if it goes well, I know it can go well, if you get me, if the legs are there. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm still gonna I'm gonna have to lock in and get less stressed. But
right, okay. And also we've got this pretty much set GC, although we're still waiting for some proper big mountains, so there's going to be a lot of movement still. But for both of you, after the TT, does the fact we've got now 2 of your guys high in the GC affect your ability to go out and race a little bit more? Is it going to be a little bit more looking after those guys, or a little bit of both? What's the plan for the squad in terms of your freedom as riders, and also making sure Egan is looked after, and Timon as well?
Yeah, I mean, the better they are doing on GC, the more the GC priorities. Obviously, we are a GC team in the race. That's first and foremost, and then. But I think how we want to race will complement them, and we race is slightly different maybe in this Grand Tour to previous ones. But yeah, we still have freedom to express ourselves, and hopefully it all goes towards the same goal, So we'll see in that, and yeah, it's just exciting really. So we'll see.
Where can folks, thanks guys, where can folks go and watch your vlog? Or a vlog, isn't it?
It's a vlog, yeah.
Vlog. Is that V-log?
Yeah.
Yeah, V-log.
Yeah.
V-log. Is it? Well, you should call it the V-log now, guys, really. Sounds quite... Where can folks go and watch that?
On the Ineos Grenadiers Instagram and Twitter and TikTok.
It's on TikTok.
Good stuff.
Whatever it's
guys. Right. Thank you very much indeed. Go and enjoy your rest day. Go and enjoy a spin out. Hopefully it stays dry. Enjoy a few capuches, a couple of bits of cake, hopefully, and we'll see you soon.
Easy, thanks,
Cheers,
mate.
guys.
The Giro d'Italia resumes with one of the most scenic time trials you're ever likely to see in professional cycling. Starting in the walled city of Lucca in Tuscany, going over the hill and finishing down the road in Pisa, but not just anywhere in Pisa. Yes, of course, outside its famous Leaning Tower. In the Square of Miracles, as it's known locally. Nobody really needing a miracle yet, but there are a few GC challenges leaning a little bit more inclined at that famous tower. Primož Roglic, well, he needs time back after that crash, doesn't he? Could be the opportunity to take it if he's as good in the time trial as he was in Albania. Juan Ayuso, can he perform better in the time trial? If he can, he could maybe make inroads into his teammate, Isaac del Toro in pink, and of course then maybe soothe some of those internal politics. Could even stir them up. Let's see what effect it has. There's also Wout van Aert looking for maybe another stage win. There's all sorts going on in the race. We then go over the hill, a big hill as well. Alpe San Pellegrino returning on Wednesday's stage. At the weekend, we'll go all the way into the Veneto, then to Slovenia itself, just over the border, in fact, in Nova Gorica, or Gorizia, the Italian side. That'll be a big day for the likes of Roglic, Tratnik and company. Will Roglic's GC tilt be back on by then? We'll finish the week with another dose of Monte Grappa. This time might not be decisive, but we'll have a look to see how it goes. As always, you can join us on TNT Sports throughout the week. We'll also be there on Discovery Plus in UK and Ireland, and if you're watching in the US, you can join us on Max. From me and all of the team, though, we look forward to your company all week. Thanks for joining us. See you next Monday on the Gruppetto as well. Ciao.